This story ends with me and my mom having margaritas on the National Mall. So like, if you know the stories with my mom, that's like pretty rare. So this is how we ended up actually with each other. We were in DC to see the cherry blossoms, and I had researched cherry blossom stuff, and it basically said you have to take the metro in. But the people we were staying with, my in-laws, and these are the same people that sent the gift basket in the Harry and David video, they actually wanted to drive us in because they wanted it to be like a nice experience. And they looked at my stroller, and I think they were like, this is too much to take on the metro, even though I'm very good at this and can do it. So they were like, let's just drive in. And I was like, oh, I don't know, it sounds like a bad idea. They're like, no, it's gonna be fine, don't worry. And my father-in-law is like, oh yeah, I know a great parking place, and I'm gonna go work. So I'll drop you guys off. I'll meet you guys after for lunch. So he drops us off. It's fine. It actually isn't that bad. Mom gets dropped off with my sister, and now we're a group of 7. And my dad says, I'll stay in the car with my mother-in-law so that she has company as she finds a spot. And she's like, no, go. You haven't seen the cherry blossoms, go see them. And he was like, no, it's good. I want to keep you company. And she's like, okay. So they drive away, and we're just gonna wait by the Lincoln Memorial for them to meet us, and then we'll walk the cherry blossoms together. So like 30 minutes go by, they're not there yet. And we text them, and they're like, we're stuck in some weird traffic. Just start walking, we'll see you soon. I'm like, okay. 30 minutes later, now an hour, still not there. And I say, can you drop a pin so we can see where you are, see if you're moving so we don't keep bothering you? And they were like, yeah. So they sent me a pin, and they're in this like loop on a golf course in the middle of the river. There's like an island that I'm guessing is man-made, and there's a golf course on it, and they're in this loop that's one way. And I was like, oh, it looks like the traffic's one way. And my dad just writes back like, yes. So I'm like, oh God, yeah. I mean, it's been an hour. Like, that's a lot of traffic. That sucks. Another hour goes by, nothing. And I had sent a text like, hey, you know, how's it going? Do you need anything? Do you want us to switch with you? Like, I can come sit in the car and wait for the traffic to clear. And I just get back, no. And just so you can have a picture of my dad, it's a Jewish guy who's been on the Long Island Expressway way too many times in similar traffic. So anxiety and anger building up. And now it's been like 3 hours, and we have our lunch reservation. And it's at Oyamel, which is like on the other side. It's like far away. And we said, do you guys want us to come before we walk over there? Should we come switch out? And then you guys can go to lunch. I'm happy to sit in the car. And they write, no, we're fine. And I'm like, it's not fine. And then my mother-in-law's like, we're listening to podcasts, it's great. And I was like, there's no way that's great. We go to lunch, we meet up with my father-in-law, and he's like, where are they? And I was like, oh, they're in traffic. They've been in traffic this whole time. And he's from DC. He's just like, oh, let's go eat. And I was like, isn't that crazy? They've been in traffic for 3 hours? And he was like, who knows? I'm like, what? So then we go to eat, and my mom is sitting there like this the whole meal. And I was like, Mom, just eat some food, you're hungry. She's like, I can't eat. It's like we're betraying them. And I'm like, Mom, you gotta eat some food. You haven't eaten all day. We'll figure out a plan. And she's putting food in her mouth and putting it down. And she's like, I just can't. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm stuffing my face. I'm like, ah. So then they have my favorite margaritas. The chef invented this like salt foam that you put on top of it. That's like airy salt. It's so freaking good. And my mom's like, let's go bring them food. They must be starving. So my husband says, I'll take the kids back in the car that's actually parked near Oyamel, and then you guys can go bring food to them and get a ride home with them. So the plan was for us to go to their car with like a bunch of delicious food, some margaritas, and meet them there. And that way they could at least get some food in their bellies, and we would keep them company, because who knows how long this traffic's gonna be. It could be like 6 hours. We don't tell my dad this plan because we're not smart. We order 2 margaritas to go, a couple of apps to go, and we run back toward where the pin is. And my mom's in her 60s, so she's like, you know, she's running, but it's slow. I can basically take like big steps. I'm 5'10", she's 5'5", so like we're moving at a clip. I'm texting my dad as we get close, hey, we're here, we have some food for you, we have some drinks for you, we'll see you in a few minutes. And he texts back, why would you do that? And we were like, oh, we just wanted to like hang out with you guys, and like, you know, we just figured you're hungry. And he goes, no, why would you do that? This is all text. We're already gone. We already left. We're gone. We're like at the end of the loop, we're turning left, we're gonna head home, we'll see you there, we're gonna stop at a restaurant and get some food for us. And I go, oh, okay, and I stop in my tracks. And my mom looks at me and she's like, what? And I said, oh, they are gone already. They left, they just left. And she looks at me, and this was the funniest thing, one of the funniest things she's ever said to me. She looks at me and goes, do you think they could pick us up? And I'm like, oh, absolutely not, absolutely not. I just look at her, I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, I'm just tired, that was a long walk. And I was like, oh no, that was a long walk. And we have to walk back because the metro from here doesn't get us to where we need to go. So we gotta go all the way back to where we came from. And she's like, okay. And I said, and also, I can't carry around these margaritas back up there. The salt air these are done. We have to drink these margaritas. And she's like, okay. You don't think they can come back? I'm like, you think you want to ask him to come back and get us? And she's like, no, absolutely not. I'm like, exactly. So I said, let's just sit down and drink the margaritas. And she goes, well, we're not going to eat the food. I said, no, we don't have to eat the food. We can carry that back, but I can't carry 2 margaritas that I've already carried like a mile and a half. They're all mixed. It's always okay. So we sit on the mall. We're sitting under the cherry blossoms. It was beautiful. And I hadn't gotten a chance to just like sit and without my kids. And I'm drinking my margarita, my favorite margarita in the world. Like, I love this drink. It's my 3rd one, and it's a nice day. And my mom, she takes a sip. She goes, I can't drink it. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna drink it if you don't. So like, let's just like, I need you to move on from this. And she goes, okay. And then after like 4 sips, she's like, it's a really nice day. I'm like, it is a nice day. It is really bad what happened, and it was a really nice day. And then we had to walk all the way back to where we could get on the metro. The first one, the line was so long. I was like, Mom, the next stop is 10 minutes away. Let's just walk. We stopped at a Nordstrom Rack. It was a trek to get home with her, but like, I share so many, like, my mom and I are like butting heads, and this was a real like coming together. But you think you can hear in the story, there's like a lot of booze and conflict involved.